Hey guys, welcome back to Game Dev Chats. My name is Ross. Before I get started, I'd like to share that I've recently launched my own game project on Kickstarter. It's called Summoner's Fate. It's a fantasy, turn-based tactical strategy game combined with a collectible card game. And you can find it in the links below. I'd appreciate it if you'd take a moment to check it out, watch our trailer, and support us. Today I'm sharing 5 tips for launching a game on Kickstarter. Number 1, create a plan. Number 2, invest the time. Number 3, find your mates. 4, build a quality pitch. And 5, tell everyone you know to support you and know what to expect when you do. Step number 1, you want to create a plan. Now, the plan you make for Kickstarter needs to be a long-term plan. According to the Kickstarter guides, you want to start building your community that you'll bring to Kickstarter at least 6 months in advance. In our case, we have been working at this for the past 12 months on various channels. Now, don't rely on one channel. Facebook, Twitter, not enough. You need to go deeper to connect with your audience. Look at Imgur, look at Instagram, look at forums that are relevant to your game, as many channels as possible to build that audience. And you absolutely need to bring your audience with you to Kickstarter. According to Anya Combs, who is one of the 2 full-time employees that manages the games projects on Kickstarter, the average pledge for a game project is $20 per pledger. So when you think about the type of audience you need to have ready to bring with you, you've got to set your goal appropriate to that number. So in our case, we've set a goal of $10,000 for our funding. That means we're expecting roughly 500 people on average to pledge $20 to support our project and help bring it to life. Number 2, invest the time. Plan for no less than 400 to 600 hours dedicated to putting your Kickstarter campaign together alone. This is separate from your audience and community building part. You need to spend this time on the trailer, putting together your assets, your presentations, and telling your story. To give context, my wife Kelly and I each put in over 120 hours preparing our campaign the final week, polishing the trailer, getting our campaign ready. It's going to take a lot of effort. Make sure you seek out feedback so it's as polished and presentable as possible. Other things you can do to prepare for your campaign while you're waiting up to your Kickstarter, and you want to be starting to prepare about 30 days in advance, pre-marketing and telling people your Kickstarter is coming. We used a tool called Thunderclap, which is a way of reaching a mass amount of people on social media and getting above the traffic. It's nice because it gives people a call to action to help support you without having to invest any money. They're just donating their social reach. Personally, I didn't find Thunderclap to be very effective in helping our campaign get boosted. So if I was going to do it again, I would take the time instead to invest in direct engagement posts. Our most popular posts that we do for our game are really simple A or B questions, such as, do you like sword A or sword B for character X? They get lots of comments, lots of engagements because they're simple, easy to answer, and it's a great way to show the community you actually care about their opinion and that what they say matters into your development process. Tip number 3, find your mates. And by this I mean find your fellow game developers on Kickstarter that are making games similar to yours, that may be attracting similar goals and similar audiences. When I did my search on Kickstarter browsing the games, I was fortunate enough to find not 1, but 2 very comparable games to my own. Both were ex-EA developers like myself, both making tactical RPGs like myself. And I just want to take a moment to give a shout out to those guys and thank you so much for the support that you gave me on my own project. First, the Iron Oath team, Chris Wingard and Nick Mueller, thank you so much. And also a shout out to the Fellseal team, Pierre Leclerc, thank you so much for all the support and advice you gave me during my campaign. I think that one of the most powerful things about Kickstarter is the community of developers that want to support each other and help each other succeed. So be sure to tap into that. It's your most valuable resource that you'll find and probably one of the most positive experiences you'll have working on Kickstarter. Number 4, build a quality presentation. Take the time to invest in your game's trailer Really show off what makes your game special and engaging to immediately attract those viewers and get them interested. When you tell your story, speak from the heart. Talk about why you're doing this project, because the backers that will support you care just as much about the team and their motivations as they do in seeing the end product come to life. One particular tip I would highly consider is to build custom UI graphics. This would be things themed in the style of your game that are presented on the Kickstarter page to help you tell your story and bring the game into that story. So custom headers, custom boxes that showcase all your rewards and features you're going to offer as incentives for your project. These are all great ways to let the Kickstarter community know that you've spent the time and you're serious about making your project come to life. Number 5, tell absolutely everybody you know about your Kickstarter project and ask them for their support. Now, this is the absolute hardest part of the advice. You need to expect what's going to happen when you do that. And I was quite shocked and didn't expect it, but what you're going to find is that people you were sure that you were certain were going to be there to support you and championing your project are going to give you the cold shoulder. And that's going to be hard. And on the other end of the spectrum, you're going to find people that you never would have imagined would have cared are going to be some of your most generous supporters. You're going to be an emotional wreck. It's going to be intense. Be prepared for it. Think nothing of it if people you thought were going to support you don't. It's just part of the mystery of the project, I suppose. Instead, stay focused on your campaign. Okay, take a long walk. That's what helped me get through some of the harder moments. And just keep asking yourself, what can I do next? Who can I reach out to? You absolutely need to personally reach out to people. Sending a bunch of generic emails mass out to a bunch of different places is not going to cut it. People won't respond. Be personable. Say something unique about the site or person that you're reaching out to for help, so that they in turn can look and see you as a person. Even still, 95% or more of your work efforts is going to go unrewarded. You're going to get no response, no return on that. So just expect that going in. Personally, I expect that our Kickstarter is going to be absolutely the hardest money I've ever worked for in my life. And I will have grown and learned from it because of that. So keep at it. That's the story of Kickstarter so far. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next Game Dev Chats, because I'm really excited to share how this turns out for us and to share what else I can learn. All right, I'm back. Got my emotions in check. Once again, I'd just like to reiterate, I do have a Kickstarter right now, Summoner's Fate. The link is below. Please check us out and support us. I'd really appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next awesome video from Game Dev Chats.